Hi, I'm Shay Pennington. I am a senior at Indiana Wesleyan University and I am studying psychology. First of all, I'm applying to be a counselor at the Impact Camps. I'm really excited to be applying for this position. It seems like a great opportunity. I hope to, after I graduate next December, to study marriage and family counseling, and so I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting this position. I think it's going to be a great experience. I love working with kids, so that's why I'm applying for this position. And plus, kids are so funny and they're great and energetic, and they brighten up your day when you see them. So that's kind of why I'm applying for this position. And if I was a superhero, I would say that I would want to have a superpower be time travel. I think it's so great. I think there are plenty of things that we wish we could all go back and relive, or maybe not relive. But I remember being a little kid and playing in our playhouse one day with Leanne Porter, who's great. I think she's actually maybe worked at the kids' camps, I'm not for sure. But there's so many things that I wish when I was a kid that I could go back and live again, to go back and have no responsibilities. We have finals week coming up next week, and I think I've pulled 2 all-nighters this week, and I would think I would just like to go back, time travel back to when I was a kid and not have to worry about any sort of finals and just relax, eat candy, watch Disney movies, maybe vegetables instead of candy, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so I would definitely want to have time travel. I think that's a great superhero. Okay, describe your best experience working with children. Okay. My best experience working with children, when I was a junior in high school, my mom and I would go over and volunteer at the Catherine Cobb House, which is a domestic violence center for women. And I think my best experience there was working with a girl who was probably 7 years old, and her name was Samantha. And I'd go see her a couple days after school, and we would just sit there and we would do homework, and I think it blessed me more than it blessed her. But just to have her be there with me and to see me as someone she looked up to, that was a whole new experience for me. I'm the youngest kid in my family, so that was just different to have a little kid look up to me as a big sister. And it was just such a blessing to sit there and work with her and then play with her and do her nails or do her hair or just talk and giggle and laugh together and just be there for her. I think that was probably my best experience with kids. Now, my worst experience actually probably happened, I think it was last year. It was pretty funny. I was working it up in the nursery at our church, and there were supposed to be 2 other girls who showed up to work in the nursery, and I don't know, our church must have been getting blessed that day, because we had a lot of kids show up, and it was just me with probably about 15 kids. I think they were about, maybe like 6 and under, so I had my plate full for about an hour or so, and I had one girl, she needed to go to the bathroom, so I had to take her to the bathroom, but I didn't really know what to do because I had to keep I had to kind of keep the door cracked so I could hear out where the other kids are playing and stuff. And so I'm letting the girl go to the bathroom, and then I go out, and she's kind of like in there by herself, and I go out and I check on all the other kids. And they're like, can we have a snack? Can we have a snack? And I was like, okay, sure, so we can have a snack. So I, get some goldfish out and some cups of water. Well, silly me, I'm not thinking the age range is huge. These kids are like 5 to, 7 and stuff like that. So some of them, maybe not even 5, maybe younger than 5, but some of them don't really know how to hold those little Dixie cups. And so one of the little girls, I think she was too young to be in that nursery department that I was in, but she just started having a fit. So she just dumped her water all over the table, and then she just went along and started knocking over everybody else's water, and I'm going, oh no, stop. And then I've got a girl in the bathroom yelling my name, and it was just, oh my goodness, it was just a complete mess. There's water everywhere, and I had so many kids. It was kind of a disaster. But luckily I got them all cleaned up and settled down before the church service was over. and their parents came and picked them up. But I would definitely say that that was my worst experience, but it was a good learning experience, and I was definitely able to figure out how to be flexible and work and balance a bunch of different things at one time. Okay, the next question. Why am I a good fit to be a counselor? I believe that I have the ability to be very protective and the ability to love on the kids and be a mentor to them. I remember being up in the church nursery that I was just talking about and having older teenagers and college kids come and just love and protect on you, and it made you feel like you were important, and it made you feel like you were listened to. And so I feel like I have, just studying psychology, my heart is so big towards wanting to help those around me and to protect and to love others. So this is why I feel like I'm a good fit. I feel like I'm a good fit because I feel like I could be a great mentor. I've mentored kids before, and it's been a great experience. I taught an etiquette class to some junior high girls, and it was just an amazing experience just to be there and to know that they had someone to listen to, and that they in return blessed me. And so that's why I feel like I'm a really great fit. Okay, so the last question is this game question. Okay, so this might be a little bit of a stretch, but it's pretty funny. Okay, so we have, what do we have in position here? We have, or possession. We have a blue marker, glitter, water bottle, green balloon, and a stuffed animal. Okay, so my idea was a relay race. And so I don't know if we have multiple of these items, but we'll just say we do, okay? So, alright, so what I would do is I would have maybe 5 to 10, if there's that many kids, players per team. And we'll say there's about 3 or 4 teams. Okay, and then each team has all these different items that are lined up in front of them. The marker, the glitter, the water bottle, the green balloon, and the stuffed animal. Okay, and so what the relay race is going to consist of is each kid taking each of these possessions and then doing something with them at the end of the race, or the whatever the distance is. We'll say, so many feet. And at the end of the distance, there's going to be a counselor, and of course, all kids love to mess with their counselor and pull pranks on them. So we're going to have a counselor at each end of each team, and the first thing that's going to happen is when the timer starts, or when the bell rings, or something like that, the first player is going to grab the blue marker. And what they're going to do is they're going to place it under their chin, and they're going to run as fast as they can up to the counselor, and they're going to mark on their faces with a blue marker. And then once they do this, the counselor has to yell, "I forgive you!" And then the kid will run back, and then once they tag the next player on the team, the next player will pick up the glitter, and I don't know if we can put it in a bag, but we'll put it in a bag just to be safe. And they're going to do a crab walk and put the bag full of glitter in their mouth. They're going to do the crab walk all the way to the counselor. When they get there, they're going to dump the glitter all over them. And who doesn't love? Maybe we'll have to do this outside because it would probably make a big mess. Nobody likes to clean up glitter. But it go all over them. And then as they're done spreading the glitter everywhere, the counselor would yell, "I forgive you!" Okay? And then they run back, tag the next person. And the next person is going to have a water bottle actually full of water. And what they're going to do is they're going to put the water bottle between their knees, and they're going to try and walk or run, however they'll be able to get it to the counselor, dump the water on them, and once again the counselor will yell, "I forgive you." And then they run back, tag the next person. Then the next person grabs a green balloon, and they put it under their arm, run to the person, and pop the balloon right in front of the counselor, and the counselor yells, "I forgive you." And then they run back again, tag the next person grabs the stuffed animal, and they have to run backwards holding the stuffed animal, and then they have to run around, well, first of all, they have to put the stuffed animal on the counselor's lap, and then run around the counselor 5 times while yelling, "I love you, I love you, I love you," each time. And then once they're done, the counselor must yell, "I forgive you." Okay, and so once they're finished, they run back, and then whatever the team that finishes first is obviously the winner. But the lesson that I would probably say with this is, well, first let me say, okay, the lesson that goes with this is hurting others with our words, and the importance of being sorry, and the importance of saying that I forgive you. The Bible verse I found to go with this is actually Proverbs 12:18, which says, "The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing." Okay, so after the race was done, I would share that Bible verse with the kids, and I would go on and say that the outcome of the race was that use your words to build up others and not tear them down. Alright, and then I would go on to explain, while holding up the blue marker, that, isn't it interesting that, if we go and we say terrible words to each other, how they bruise each other's hearts, just like the marker left blue marks all over the place, But, on the other hand, when we go and we share good words, and I would be holding the glitter at this point, when we go and we share really good words, it kind of leaves a glimmer, just like in the counselor's eyes, and it lifts other people up. But just as soon as that happens, somebody else can come along, and they can, dump water on you and say terrible words again, and it washes off all that glitter. Our pastor says, it takes 10 atta-girls to relieve, one cruel word, to another person. And then, but, then again, like a good word, just like the stuffed animal, that's a happy thing, even though maybe the guys, the little kids may be like, ew, gross, stuffed animals, the boys may be that way, but, how it makes you feel good, it makes you feel comforted when you bring good and kind words to other people. But just like, then again, somebody can come along and pop your balloon, and then I would hold up the green balloon and just say, and then the importance of, with that, saying, that you love someone, like when you're holding the stuffed animal and someone else can come along and pop the balloon, like I just said. But the importance of the counselor and saying, I forgive you. So no, you don't want to use words to tear people down. You want to use words to build people up. But, we're humans and we make mistakes, Sometimes words just slip out of our mind or slip out of our mouth, and sometimes we need to learn to use self-control. But the importance of that on the other end is that we need to be able to forgive others for the hurtful words that they say to us. Even when someone tears us down, we need to be turned right back around and say, you know what, it's okay, I forgive you. And this would be just like Christ forgave us for our sins. So that's that would be my answer to that question. So I really look forward to hearing back from you guys. It sounds like such a great experience, and I've heard many good things. My brother works there, and he loved working at the camps. So I really hope to hear back from you soon, and thank you so much.